yeah, this definitely is going to be part of my supplements that I will be continue taking. I may not be taking that. Hi everyone, I'm back and I'm back with a review on um, a supplement that I have been taking for about 2 weeks now. It is called 5-HTP. Now, I'm going to read a little bit. I have two different dosage. I have 100 milligrams in a capsule, and I have 50 milligrams in a tablet. Now, I'm going to put probably a description at underneath my video to let you know a little bit about what 5-HTP is. Now, you can, of course, Google it. That's what I did. I watched a lot of videos on it. I read a lot of reviews on it, and I felt like maybe this is something that I need to try because, number one, I have for about 4 weeks now been weaning off my pain medication to where I'm completely off my pain medication going on 2 weeks. Full, completely off. Now, when I was weaning off the pain medicine, there were some side effects that were very hard for me, and the main one was sleeping. I had a very hard time falling asleep naturally, and also I noticed with the detox of my pain medicine, I fell into a deep state of the blues. I don't want to say it's depression, but it was very hard on me to concentrate, and I had all these thoughts going through my head, and I was getting very depressed, which I'm not used to depression. But I want to say it was more of the detox. And what I found out is that the 5-HTP, I'm going to read a little bit about it. It's the role of the 5-HTP as a precursor for serotonin and melatonin in the treatment of anxiety, panic disorder, sleep disorder, weight management, fibromyalgia, migraine, and withdrawals from antidepressant medications. Well, I was withdrawing from pain medicine and similar withdrawals. Those of you who are on antidepressants, most likely if you do go through a withdrawal syndrome, you're going to be low on serotonin. So this is a compound synthesized from the amino acid tryptophan. I'm not going to read all this. What I am going to say is, number one, when I first purchased this, I went to my local pharmacy, CVS, and all they had was 100 milligrams. So right away I started taking 100 milligrams in the morning, and I tried it. First I tried it on an empty stomach, and then I tried it with food, and I was taking 3 a day. So I was taking up to 300 milligrams a day. Well, I noticed that that was too much to start out with because I started having stomach problems and running to the bathroom, and that comes with some of the side effects if you have too much of it. So then I went and I found a bottle of 50 milligrams. So I did some experimenting, and I started out with 50 milligrams a day. I took 50 milligrams in the morning and then filled 50 milligrams probably 1 to 2 hours before I was ready to go to sleep. Now, the one thing that I noticed right away, and this is just me, this may not be for you, one of the things they talk about is weight management. And I was like, how can this control my weight? Well, what it does is controls up here the hunger, the mental cravings for food, especially carbohydrates. Well, I'm a low carber, right? I'm not battling the carbs as much as I was in the beginning, but let me tell you, I can easily fall back into being a carbaholic if I allow myself. And that's just a downward spiral, and I don't need to be there. This definitely controls my hunger. And I was like, oh man, I haven't eaten since lunch. And here it's like 8 o'clock at night. That was my biggest problem, you guys, was I was binging a lot in the evenings. And I found out that, why am I doing this? And it was, a lot of it had to do with the withdrawals from my pain medicine, and just everything my body was going through. And one thing I was struggling with was the binging, the nibbling at night. It could be low carb, but the more I eat, the more it adds up. So even if it was one slice of cheese or a salad, well, it turned out to be a big, huge salad and a big chunk of cheese, and I was eating more than I did. So one thing I will admit, this does control my hunger. Yes. As for the depression, I believe this also. So what I found out is that I was naturally low in serotonin. Anytime you're on a narcotic, it's a synthetic, it fools your brain. And that's why I slept perfect. I got up with no problem. I had no side effects whatsoever to the pain medication. But now I realize, you know what? I don't have the pain anymore either. So again, this is also, now this talks about fibromyalgia. I'm sort of in that category. I mean, I have arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, reactive arthritis. We're all kind of in the same family. Migraines, I never really had a migraine. I would get tension headaches, so no headaches. I noticed that I really, really, really cut back on the caffeine, because that was one thing that I was troubled with. Nothing's worse than not being able to fall asleep. And if you've ever experienced withdrawals from any antidepressants or any pain medications, the first thing is like, wow, I'm wide awake. I can't sleep. I can't stand this. And then you end up going for the Tylenol PM, which I started out on. I had a prescription for a few of the Xanax, which now I even stopped those. I got maybe 2 or 3 left if I want them for the next earthquake or whatever. I got them, but I don't need them. So anyways, yeah. Now, weight loss, that's another story, because I haven't been mentally able to get myself really motivated to exercise. I did make that video when I was down there exercising, but it wasn't a daily thing. So I'm on the road to recovery of getting my body just mentally adjusted to get that physical ability to go walking and on the treadmill, go swimming, just stay active. So my review on 5-HTP. Sleep disorder is almost cured. Weight management definitely has curbed my appetite. And I'm gonna, like I said, read up on 5-HTP. I can't really tell you everything that's in it. I'm sitting here looking at, there's just too much to read off on this. Another, people say, well, why don't you just take melatonin? Well, I've read up on melatonin, and that's something that I'm not going to be taking. Same thing goes with St. John's wort. I found out that there's one other supplement I'm looking into trying out, and that's the L-Tyrosine. I'll put it down here, something like that. Now that is supposed to give you the energy. So that is what I'm missing the most, is energy. But this definitely, this definitely is going to be part of my supplements that I will be continue taking. I may not be taking that much. I mean, in the beginning, I'm taking 100 milligrams a day. Sometimes I'll just take 100 milligrams a day, and other times I'll be, this is a 100 milligram capsule, and it's all natural. I mean, I did my research, and wow, how come I didn't know about this sooner? Along with my coconut oil, along with my milk thistle, along with, this actually comes with vitamin B and vitamin C. So I also take a multivitamin, and then I what else do I take? Mainly the B and the vitamin D3. I've been taking that also. I've been taking all that for quite a while. So, man, read up on 5-HTP and let me know if you know anything about it, or if you've been taking it, and if you've been seeing some positive side effects or any negative side effects. Like I said, the negative side effect was in the very beginning when I think it was taking too much. And, you know, anytime your body has too much of anything, it's going to cause you to have diarrhea. Let's just face it. That's a good sign. Your body's telling you, look, this is way too much. And that was one of those symptoms of detox. So between all my detoxing I did, and the apple cider vinegar, the coconut oil, which will always be a part of my life, and now 5-HTP, this is really something that's exciting for me to continue experimenting with. And that's it, guys. Yeah, I'm excited to get my body back to where it should be. Now again, pain medicine was necessary at the time. I no longer have the health insurance to go see the doctor to get a script. And then when I realized, you know what, I really don't need a script. I really don't. I think I can get away with over the counter every now and then some ibuprofen or Aleve, and you know, get my body back to where it needs to be, which is in the weight loss, fat burning mode. And let me tell you, carbohydrates, certain carbs, those nasty man-made carbs, that's they're a drug just in themselves. So I recommend, if you're going to be going through any type of detoxing, any withdrawals from any type of medications, or if you have a little bit of anxiety, I'm not a doctor, I'm just telling you from my own personal experience, because I thought, this can't be true. I needed something like this when I was going detoxing the first time off my medication, and I struggled. It was the hardest thing. It was right up there when you're going withdrawals. If you're an ex-smoker, you know what I'm talking about. Your body gets addicted to a lot of medications, and if they're prescribed and they're taking as prescribed, I'm sure they're very safe as long as you go see your doctor. And it was time that I get off these pain medicines for a while. I'm not saying forever, but now I know the process. And that's the greatest thing about learning, is I know what to expect every time I need to go through a detox. I've got it down pat now with my tonic drink, coconut oil, and getting the right amount of sleep and exercise and eating right. So, okay, like I said, I'll leave everything down below. You go research yourself, and like I said, if you've been taking 5-HTP, give me some feedback. Let me know what you've been experiencing, or if you've been able to find some positive or negative side effects from this. But I've done my research, and there's a lot of clinical trials. I mean, many trials of positive, but anything you take, you know, you better research first. So don't take this in place of your pain medicine. Don't take this in place of your antidepressant. But if you need, you know, if you're low on serotonin, you don't know what, all of a sudden you realize, oh my gosh, this is all I needed. And when you think of tryptophan, you think of the turkey. So, but it's an amino acid, tryptophan. And yeah, that's all I can talk about for now, because I'm not that educated yet in promoting anything. All I'm saying is this is what I've been using for the past 3 weeks now. And I'm smiling. I'm not really like feeling like it's the end of the world. Of course, you know, I'm unemployed, you know, money's not as plentiful, and it gets very stressful for me at times. But anything that I can do to help my inner health, to promote my outer health, I'm going to try it. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again with a maybe update on my weight loss. Right now it's only about 5 pounds. But 5 pounds, hey, I'll take it. Take care, everyone. Bye.